Oh man. Cool. I like helicopters. So yesterday I went downtown with my camera with intent of capturing some of the G20 madness, and there was absolutely nothing going on. Today, turn on the TV, the news says there's huge protests. I'm going to go get as close as I can get without putting myself in harm's way. So I'm going to bust out the telephoto lens and see if we can't get some cool shots. Street blocked off by police, for cars anyway, but I guess skateboards are okay. They didn't say anything to me. How many other times am I going to get to cruise down Spadina with no cars on my skateboard, huh? How many times is this going to happen in my life? I'm glad this is Canada, because I actually feel safer with these guys around. Oh, let's get off the road. I guess they don't want cars going down Spadina. I'm going to try on my board anyway. Alright, I guess they're not concerned with skateboarders. Like I said, how many times am I going to get to skate down Spadina with no cars? This is awesome. Starting to see some protest signs. Well, I'm surprised how busy the streets are. There's people everywhere. PJ here, broadcasting live on location from Queen and Spadina, where the G20 protest looks more like a camping party. A whole lot of people looking like they're having a great time. It's reminiscent of the Pride Parade, that kind of community togetherness, you know? I believe the authorities wasted their money on tear gas or other crowd control devices because the rain that just started is doing a great job of taking care of whatever was going on here. Oh, and here comes the rain to disperse the crowd. Okay, so I got a little bit closer, and these police officers with their very, very large guns and their masks are pretty freaking scary. I think that hippie band should play the Imperial March. Ba 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 ba. Oh, how clever. In typical Canadian fashion, everyone here is having an amazing time. I'm hearing more people talk about which street that they want to go check out the action on than I am hearing people talk about socio-political inequalities.
Hey, let's go check out the action on Queen Street. Bring your camera, man. Looks like it's gonna be cool.
Looks like everyone's politely taking turns jumping on the police cars. This isn't a protest, it's a photo op. This man is seeking gainful employment, if anyone's hiring. Anyone looking for reliable help? So in addition to slashing its tires, they've actually broken a window on this police car and have activated the sirens and lights.
And somebody took a gas cap. Not a good sign.
Oh no.
Okay, so one of the things that's surprising me the most about all this is the smell. It's a combination of wet hippie and street meat. There's a mix right over there by that hot dog stand. There's a mix of BO and hot dog like I have never experienced in my life. Oh, I am clearly not cut out to be a protester. I couldn't stand to be in that stinky crowd.
From the end of the world, because it is.
Protesters don't like American apparel. So earlier when I was down in the thick of the action, it was like half protesters and half tourists. This is like 99% tourists. And it's making me think that Toronto is somehow proud of this. Somehow this validates, and reverses the inferiority complex that Toronto has against other world cities. Like this somehow makes Toronto more world class. I think that's why everyone's kind of so obsessed with making sure that they get down here to record this. It's almost like some kind of civic pride. Yeah, we're big enough to warrant people hating us. Wow. Honestly, like pizza? Really? You had to destroy the pizza?
Oh, I like the model. That's like a piece of found art right there. You're gonna get a picture of that.
Honestly. What is this? So I find it curious that 4 out of 5 windows on all of these storefronts on Yonge are destroyed. 4 out of 5. So basically the protesters were able to come all the way down Yonge Street uncontested, unobstructed, and the police have basically set up one barricade all along Queen. So essentially the police have set up a block of an east-west running street on the south end of the city. So basically they're saying no one's allowed to come near the world leaders. But what they didn't do is they didn't set up any protection for any of the people. Like all the cops are down on Queen, and like where were they when this was happening? What? Honestly, why was this? Like look at all these storefronts, people sweeping up their... Why was this allowed to happen while there's 587 cops per block down a little further? I mean, I'm trying not to get swept up in the whole thing, but you know, honestly, they could have put out a couple orange juice stands and said everybody come down for the parade, and none of this would have happened. But instead, they made threats about how they were going to arrest anyone that came within 15 feet of the fences, and so it gave the anarchists something to anarch against. Wow, Starbucks destroyed. Oh, this is madness. Look at this. Wild. Oh, jeez. That was fun. I saw some broken windows. I saw some civil unrest. I saw some drunk people attacking cop cars. I didn't really see any productive protest. And I think it's time to go home. So that's it, G20. I went down, saw some of the action, got out just in time apparently because that car that guy who spray painted himself red had broken into. I saw the gas can was open. And hey, I got down, I got some shots, and I got home in time to be safe. And as you can see from that big plume of smoke, Spadina and Queen, where I was just at, is on fire. G20.